if you want to turn your passion or your hobby into a business, then you have to make money. If you want to make money, then you have to make sales. If you want to make sales, you have to have customers. And if you want to have customers, then you have to start with generating leads. And one of the best ways to do that is using Meta's ad platform. Now, odds are you're probably already posting to social media everywhere. And if you're using Facebook and Instagram, you can't really guarantee that the people who see your content originally will see your offer in return. So in this video, we are going to walk through a brief overview, sort of a crash course in a two-step strategy where you can use ads to not only generate leads, but start by boosting your organic content to more people than have already seen it on Facebook and Instagram. And then you can take all of those viewers, all those people who've engaged with you on the platforms, and then retarget them to get their email address in exchange for an offer. Okay, so we're here in Meta's ad platform. We're gonna start with an awareness campaign, and we're at the campaign level. So if I select edit here, you can see all the options. We're gonna start with the top one, which is awareness. This is the most basic type of ad campaign that you can run in really any ad platform, and it's a great way to generate momentum from the start. We're gonna leave everything here at the campaign level as it is, daily budget, nothing else changes. Then we're going to go to the ad set level. Now the ad set level is where the options really start to come in. So we're going to maximize the reach of our ads. Basically what this means is we want to show our ads to as many people as possible and let them opt in with their attention. And when I say ads in this context, what I'm really referring to is the boosted organic content that we're going to use here. So we have our Facebook page, my Facebook page selected. We have a start date. We're going to leave the advantage audience stuff going, and then we're going to come down to placements. Now for this video, just for this example, I'm only using Instagram Reels as a placement to generate momentum for my creative that I'm going to retarget. So now that we have the ad set level set, we're going to go to the ad level. Now here at the ad level, the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that my identity is selected. So I have my Facebook page and my Instagram account. This is what I want. And I'm using an existing post, and I'm going to turn off multi-advertiser ads. Now I have my post here on the right that I've selected, but if I want to use multiple posts, I can come up here and I can quickly duplicate this ad once the settings are set, and I can run as many posts as I want to underneath this ad set in this campaign. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you run more than 6 ads at a time, depending on your budget. But if you do want to do more than one, this is a way to do that. So I'm going to come down here. I've deselected all of these additional text options. I don't want to use any of those, but I do want to change my call to action to download, because ultimately this is what I'm after. I don't expect a lot of people, honestly, to click through on this ad because it's an awareness ad, and that's not really what it's optimizing for. But if they want to do that, it's nice to give them the option. And so what I want to do is I want to drop in my website URL, which is my landing page. And then lastly, I want to make sure that my pixel is attached to this. It's installed on my landing page. So just in case somebody does click through and visit, I want to make sure that I can track that. Now, this is step 1 of 2. What this does is this is going to show this ad to as many people as possible, no more than twice a week, so that they can view the ad and then opt in with their attention. And if they give this ad their attention, or any of the ads that I set, if I add multiple ads to this, if they decide to view this for longer than a few seconds, then they will get dumped into a retargeting audience that I have created and that I will use in the retargeting ad set, which we'll take a look at now. So the second campaign that I'm going to run is called a leads campaign. And here in the ad platform, I have a leads campaign going. So I'm at the campaign level once again. And here under the campaign objective, you can see I've selected leads. Now what this does is this fires a specific pixel event when the user completes the action that I want them to take, which in this case is filling out a form on my landing page. So I'm going to leave everything here, again, the same as it is at the campaign level. I'm going to go to the ad set level. Now I've selected my website because I'm using my own landing page. And then I'm going to come down and maximize the number of conversions. I'm going to make sure I have my pixels selected, and then I'm going to make sure that my conversion event is a lead so that I am firing the correct event with my pixel once the action is taken on my landing page. So I'm going to scroll past all the other stuff, the start date, the audience. We're not going to do any of that. And then once again, I'm going to select specific placements here. Now I'm only using Instagram, but I am using all of the Instagram placements that are available to me inside of this campaign. So this is going to show the retargeting ad in more than just one place, because it doesn't really matter where they found me to begin with. Now that they know I exist, I can show this ad, this follow-up ad to them in different places, no matter where they are. Now that I have my placements selected, I'm going to go to the ad level. Now here at the ad level, again, I have my identity selected, Facebook page, Instagram account. This time I'm creating an ad, and I'm going to turn off multi-advertiser ads again. And then I have my website URL, which is my landing page. And then down here, I have my media. Now, I've just created this very simple image here with Canva. It's free to use, super easy. It's got animations turned on, which I don't necessarily like. I'd probably turn that off. But I've got multiple placements here. It's in different formats. Now, the point of this video is not to show you the best way to make an ad. I just threw this together for the sake of argument to serve as an example. I'd probably do something a little bit more attractive that would incentivize action a little more than this, because this is pretty basic. But the thing that I do like about it is it does match the branding of my landing page, so that when somebody lands on my landing page, the user experience sort of tracks. So what they see on Instagram and what they see here when they get to my landing page match each other. And this is important psychologically for the user, because you want them to know sort of in an instant that they have arrived at the right place. So I like using the same imagery and the same sort of brand identity coloring from A to B, so that that tracks all the way through, because you want to build trust with the person that you are trying to get to take the action you want them to take. If the person doesn't trust that they're in the right place when they hit this landing page, they're never going to put in their email address, and then all of your ad spend is going to be for naught. So if we come back to the ad level here, we scroll all the way to the bottom. Again, I have my pixel selected, and this is important because the pixel is going to fire when somebody hits the landing page. Okay, so now I have two campaigns set up. I have my awareness campaign that is going to show my content. It's going to push it further and wider than it might otherwise have gone, just according to Instagram's algorithm. So I guarantee more engagement with my material. And then I have a secondary leads retargeting campaign that is going to retarget all of the people who have engaged, not just with that video in my ad, but all of my Instagram content. To do that, I left out one part in the walkthrough of both of these campaigns, and that is the audience that we're retargeting. So if we come back to the leads campaign, you can see inside of this custom audience field, I have added Instagram 365. Now, this is an audience of people that I have made. It's all the people who have engaged with my Instagram account over the last 365 days. So it's automatically going to pull in all of these people, both who I've engaged with organically and through advertising, to pull them into one pool that I can retarget with my offer. And so now that these two pieces are set up, when they go live, I will have sort of a flywheel that shows me to new people so that they learn I exist, and then retargets them with my offer and gives them the opportunity to engage on their own if they choose to do so. So fundamentally, this is how you run a retargeting strategy to generate leads using Meta's ad platform. Now, obviously, I skipped over a ton of details here. This was a broad overview of how this works. If you do want to see more in-depth videos on this topic, different sections of this, if you'd like me to hit anything specifically, let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to do a follow-up video or 2 or 3 or however many it takes on leads ads specifically to help you generate more business for your business. Now, if you enjoyed this and you want to learn more about sort of marketing and mindset and how to build a business and grow online, then I hope you'll subscribe to my newsletter, The One Thing. Every week I send out one thing that I'm either thinking about or testing to help you improve in your marketing experience. So if you do want to subscribe to that, or if you just want to read every previous newsletter for free, I will leave a link to do so in the description of this video. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.